hear the
wintry.
Well, yeah, could I put more layers on?
I feel like we're like like après ski over here.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Where's the cocoa?
Uh,
Yeah. Hey, I'm Peggy.
And I'm Amanda.
And you're watching the Junction Fiber Mill Millcast.
We're back at the mill.
We're back at the mill, and fall has arrived. It's a little chilly.
Yeah.
It's a little quieter outside. Otherwise, if we came outside to record it because it's too noisy because construction continues.
Yeah.
I got 2 layers on. Are you
construction
warm?
going?
Are you warm enough?
Yeah, I'm great. I actually think I'm going to be toasty by the end of this. The sun is doing a good trick.
The sun feels good. Construction is moving along well. It is moving along well. At some point, we'll do a tour of it in progress. But the crew that's working on it are doing a terrific job.
Yeah, and meanwhile, we are us on computers in the back in what we're referring to as
the yellow submarine. It's just this tight little space with no windows.
Yeah.
But it's working out.
I think so.
Yeah. Chapter 55. I got to do the part 2 of the Vermont Sheep and Wool Festival.
Please, because I don't know anything. You can probably still hear it. Still don't really have my voice back to normal. I feel okay, so that's good. It's just like this phlegmy voice thing.
Yeah, and as one who has lost her voice many, many times, it takes a long time for voices to recover. And they go backwards, chop, chop.
It hasn't happened to me very much. But anyways, I ended up bailing at like 2 p.m. on Sunday, too, to go home and rest. But
right, and
so I'm curious to hear
well,
the story.
What happened was we lost the key to the van. We had this terrific van, a cargo van. So it's those vans that you see, but they have a really high top. And that was going to be great because we have these racks that
Hold
could
on.
go.
I'm going to knit while you're doing this. I'm not, this is like on my mind of like,
wow,
you gotta knit when you can. Okay.
So there was no finding the key. I know where I put it. Todd said, well, maybe he did pick it up. At the end of the day, it didn't matter. We tore the house apart. Sunday morning, I realized we have no way of getting that van up to the mill, up to the Vermont Sheep and Wool to bring things back.
Yeah.
And Todd said, well, I think we could put the racks, and these are 4 tall racks on wheels. I can just wheel them into the back of the truck.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Well, they've got a new truck. Their old truck had a, what do you call it, a cab?
A cap on it. And this one, it's going to, but right now it doesn't.
Yeah, so.
So at the end of the festival, thank God Leah was there. The 3 of us, Todd, Leah, and I. The problem is the truck is great. Yes, we could get all 4 on, but then there wasn't much room for all the other stuff. Right. So we filled the front seat, we filled my car, and then we had 3 bags we were not going to get in. Leah said, here, throw them in my car. So we were able to pack everything.
Okay.
But these are tall structures, and there wasn't any height to strap them in. So they're strapped like maybe 8 inches off the back of the truck.
Okay.
And then they're standing up there, and I said, Todd, I will drive behind you.
Yeah.
And you just drive nice and steady. We drove slowly.
Uh-huh.
The blue tarps that are over them are whapping in the breeze. I'm driving. I'm starting to honk. He's not reacting because I don't think he could hear me honking because of the flapping sound.
Oh my
so then
God.
I start calling him and say, you got to pull over. So sometimes we'd pull over to let cars go by. And then one time we had to pull over because one of the racks looked like it was tipping. I said, stop, because I had this vision of the rack flying out and hitting me as I drive behind.
This was a really good time for people to be, the yarn fans, to be following behind you in case yarn fell off the truck.
We lost 3 skeins in the process.
Todd said 4.
But I stopped and got one.
Okay.
I stopped and picked it up.
How do you know you only lost 3?
Because I was traveling right behind. I saw it.
So you didn't stop for the other 3?
No, because it was on Route 14 and there was traffic. There was no way.
So what happened to them? Have we seen them since?
I have no idea. Somebody lucky.
What colorways were they?
2 green.
Okay. I hope it was lily pads.
No, it wasn't lily pad. It was the forest green.
Dang.
And then I was able to salvage a cedar roots. But I'm telling you, we're driving along, and that thing is flapping like crazy, and it just took forever to get back.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and I kept thinking, man, if Amanda saw how we were packed, she'd be like, this isn't safe. Don't do it.
I would have.
Yeah, oh, no, there's no question.
This is a good thing I wasn't there, and I'm here with my knitting now, hearing about it calmly.
Yeah, and so I've shared with you a picture that's the best I could do.
So
taking a photo through the windshield.
So this is... You're just now returning the van this morning.
Yeah, because they didn't have a spare key, and the key had to get shipped from somewhere in New York. And I said, well, can't we overnight it? No, we don't do that. What? what?
Okay.
Whatever. I have to be nice because we're renting.
That's what I was going to ask. Is Ryder ever going to rent to us
Yes,
again?
I've already confirmed, yes. And when we rent that key, okay, it was just a little round fob. When you rent from a Home Depot, there's a big, like, card attached to it.
Yeah, did you get us a keychain?
I'm going to do better than that. It's going to have a great big obnoxious pom-pom. You won't be able to lose it. So
Great.
that'll be for next week. But yes, I've confirmed.
All right, so I will try not to lose it because I think I'm going to be the fan driver this
Yes.
time around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, we got back. I'm very glad nobody got hurt.
Me too.
What an ordeal. So anyway.
And you, yeah, stress levels were obviously
Oh
very
my God. When I realized I couldn't find the key.
I wonder where it's going to show up, you know?
I have mixed feelings about this. Part of me wants to eventually find it, and then there's part of me that's like, I don't want to find it because if it was somewhere,
It's going to be in a shoe somewhere.
you know, or with my luck, it's in the refrigerator. You know, just what? Hey, I want to do a couple things. I took a picture of a pattern, and you'll see it here. It's red. I should have taken a better picture. It's a pullover, like a shrug, and I think
At
it's
the festival?
Yes, I think it's a Pearl Soho pattern, but I can't find it for the life of me, and I'm putting it out there. Please take a look and tell me if you recognize it, and if you do, would you put down in the comments what you think the pattern is? It's kind of like a ribbed pullover, and it's really shaped nicely. It's the second time I've seen it, and this time I really want to find the pattern. So if you can help me, let me know.
Great.
Yeah, I have one other little business left over from Vermont Sheep and Wool. There's a terrific farm called Blue Heron Farm in north and western side of the state of Vermont. It's just an amazing farm. Christine does everything. She's at the local farmers market. She sells produce. She has sheep. She's fantastic. And she had these incredible little stickers made up. This one's cute. It says sheep crossing. Nice. But the really fabulous one is a classic, a take on a classic. It says Blue Heron Farm, and you can see that it's like the equivalent of a John Deere tractor. Note that the driver has a ponytail, and what would you call that? Bucking.
Yeah, she's riding it.
Yeah,
for sure.
I just think that's so freaking clever. She came by the booth and gave it to us. It was
Fun.
very nice.
Fun. What else you got?
Yeah. I'd say I've recovered from Vermont Sheep and Wool, and I'm ready to start thinking about Rhinebeck.
We're recording this on Thursday, so we've just sat down to talk at the festival on Sunday, so we have a shorter turnaround.
Yep.
We have less to say to each other than normal, but not really. Festival season's full of it. But yeah, we do have a weekend before we have to head.
Well, yeah, and I'm heading to Chicago. So in between these two festivals,
Wow.
Yeah, and at the TSA, I hope our plane takes off. A very, very dear friend of mine passed away. I thought the world of her, and there's a memorial service for her at 2:00 that Todd and I are flying out to, and I hope to hell I make it.
Yeah.
I need to be there.
I have, I'm sorry about your friend.
Yeah.
My dad and my stepmom are flying in this weekend, so similar thing, and we have like a dinner reservation on Friday night, to ditch the kids and go out. So I'm like, okay, I hope TSA is okay, because it would be great if you could get here in time.
We'll see, right?
So
we'll see.
So that's on our track this weekend. What are you wearing?
Well, I'm wearing my sweater underneath that I hand dyed and knit. This is the Thea Coleman Burnt Orange, I think it's called, and I love it. But this, I think it's called Razzle Dazzle.
Nope.
No, it isn't. What's it called?
It's called The Plus.
Oh, it's
by
called
Olga.
by Olga.
I can't remember her last name.
Yes, it's called
I
The
don't know
Plus, and it's pretty wild. And it's in DK with our Vermont Vice and then a natural gray. And
it's
it is
huge.
warm. It's huge, and man, is it warm.
You're going to
I'm
have to
enjoying
help
it.
me remember what this one's called. This is Silver
Silver
Lining.
Lining by Jennifer Stein.
Jennifer Steingass, and it's with our zinnia DK and
Yeah.
a neutral
And that's a
farm
warm
fresh.
sweater.
It's so cozy. I have it. It's layered over other sweaters, and I'm also wearing what I have.
Yeah.
So I'm growing my bangs out right now, and I don't want to do the hair clip thing, so I'm just wearing a hat every day, and this is my hat of choice, and I love it. We'll talk more about these later, but it's our
They're
new
very cool.
merch that's not available online yet. So, yeah.
Shall we talk about what's happening today when people are
What
watching
we're
this?
launching?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm thrilled with this.
Yeah, we've been cooking this one up for a while.
We sure have.
So this is our celebration. What do we call it? Celebration bundle, I think.
It's a beautiful bag that's hand dyed by our good friend Maggie Burnett. She has a company called Made by Design, MAE, and she made these up for us, and they're just the great colors.
Okay, so let's get into it. we'll show you the pieces and talk about the inspiration
Yeah.
for why we're doing it. We've got this fun ribbon with our logo on it, which is fun. It's connected to the bag. So again, you can see each one of these is going to be different because they're all hand-dyed, handmade, but they're all in the same color theme. So what comes with it is one skein of yarn of your choice. So you can choose any colorway on the site. And then, okay, and then we have our beautiful gauge, what do we call these? Gauge charts? Gauge. Yeah, stitch gauges.
Stitch gauge, sure.
And you can check your needle size in here too.
Done by Katrinkles.
Katrinkles made these for us. You can see our logo on them. They're really handy because they're the full 4 inches.
They're good size.
And then
there's a little card inside. There's a dancing sheep. There's our dancing sheep, and it says above it, "Just for you, EWE," of course, and it's blank on the inside. And so the whole idea here is, and we've thought about this for a while, if you've got a fiber friend and you want to give them something special, this would be kind of an evergreen. So it's not, it could be birthday, but it could be graduation, and it could be for a special occasion.
Yeah.
So we're calling it Celebration Bag.
Celebration Bundle, I think.
Bundle, okay.
Yeah, so it's just like a little, idea of a special gift. And we encourage you. You can pick you can put as many skeins in your cart as you want, and we'll fit that as long as they fit in here. We'll ship them in here. But the thought was at least one skein of yarn, because that seemed to make sense coming from us. And we chatted with one of our dear employees, mill workers, Logan, who is a fabulous pattern designer on the side, and she came up with this
adorable
this pattern for this little scarflet. And so there's we didn't show you because they're still gonna be hot off the printers when this airs, but she made a pattern that is gonna also come printed and included with this bundle to make this beautiful little scarflet. And
you want to show how it works, ties on?
Well, I think we should let Logan. So,
okay, she'll demo it.
Yeah, so why don't we're going to sit down and chat with Logan, and she's going to tell you all about this.
Hey, Logan, it's so cool that you have designed this. Are we calling it a scarf? What are we calling it?
I'm calling it a scarf. I think maybe it's a kerchief, technically.
Okay, do me a favor, show folks how it works.
Yeah.
Because it's so clever.
I like to put it on like this, with just the middle, straight to the middle of your neck, and then these little ties cross towards the front, and you tie a little bow.
Oh, that is so cute. So leave that on. What's the name of the pattern?
It's called the Sea Breeze Scarf.
Okay. When did you start designing patterns? What had inspired you? What got you going?
Well, I've been crocheting for almost 20 years.
All right.
So this is a knit pattern, but the pattern reading, designing has been something I've been doing since I was a little kid. I just have always loved fashion and even sewing as well. So when I got into knitting like 4 years ago, I just immediately knew I wanted to design patterns and design my own stuff. And this is my debut big release pattern.
Very exciting. We're very honored that Junction Fiber Mill is helping you with the debut. It's quite cool. Where do you get your inspiration? I mean, are you flipping through Pinterest? Where do you get your inspiration?
Well, I was looking at a stitch dictionary. So I saw the ripple stitch, which is the almost lacy pattern that you get from elongated knit stitches. And I really liked it, and so I Googled it a little bit to see what patterns have already been made with it. And I didn't find anything with shaping. I found only straight scarves.
Oh, okay.
So I think that was because the stitch repeat is usually 6 rows, and that made it kind of difficult with the increases to get the lace rows on the right side.
Okay.
So I changed it to a 5-row repeat, and then you do those ripple stitches on alternating wrong and right sides, and then it's exactly the same on both sides, totally reversible.
Well, we love the pattern, and I just have to say, we love that you are part of the Junction Fiber Mill team.
Hey, I love being here.
Great. Well, people can get this pattern if they get the celebration bag.
Yeah, exactly. We got it printed out.
Yeah.
I think it's going to look really cool on nice little cards.
Yeah.
And yeah, should be great.
Very cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
She's the bomb.
She's really great.
Yeah.
We have just so many talented folks. We love to
not
only brag about how awesome the mill team is and running the mill, but also they do things like this on the side, which is so cool.
It's very cool.
So anyways, you'll get the pattern along with the greeting card, along with the gauge marker, and then however many skeins you order. And I will say, on the website, what you're going to want to do is add this to your cart, the celebration bundle. That just comes with all the non-skein stuff and then whatever skeins you want in it. And we're going to all assume that you want that shipped together to one place. So if you are like ordering other things in your order too, but you want one skein of, this is sea glass in this case, to go in here, please leave us an order note.
Yeah, leave us an order note.
Make it obvious.
Yeah.
We don't have anything figured out to ship things to multiple locations, so you'll
Right.
still need to have it shipped to you and then pass it on. But you could also just, your whole order could be what goes in this, and then you ship it straight
And then
to
you
your...
could- and
Although
then
it's a blank card, you probably want it shipped to yourself first.
You could, or if you put in the notes, please,
Yeah.
please write the following note.
We can
we're
do that.
happy to do that.
I love
Yeah.
that. Problem solving on the fly.
Yeah.
So we hope you like our celebration bundle.
I think it's a great idea.
Me too.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, we're getting down there. Logan, you want to talk about what you are wearing? And our next big thing is Rhinebeck, which is the shorthand
little
for
old thing, Rhinebeck.
Yeah, New York Sheep and Wool Festival. I
Yes.
think this is our third year.
Our third year vending.
yeah.
Yep.
And we're in the same location, Barn 26, booth 15. We're bringing more of the crew with us. Mm-hmm. You've rented a party house, I gather.
We really splurged this year because we wanted to be a little closer to the festival. I think we're in Red Hook this year, and we found a big
Do you
Airbnb.
remember the bakery in Red Hook, the place we've had breakfast?
Yeah, where I get pumpkin pie every morning. Yeah, of course I remember that. Anyway, so we're gonna stay there and have a bunch of our staff there with us as we're really excited. And yeah, I will talk about what I'm wearing. So this is our corduroy If You Knit You Know hat, and it comes in not only this beautiful ochre, it comes in several other colors, and I just want to show you on the back, if you knit, you know.
We love that expression.
Yeah, I think we talked about these on the Millcast already, but anyways, I just want to
There's
show
the
you.
pink.
These are not available online. They're for festivals only right now. Eventually, we'll probably put them online. But if you want one, come right to the booth because we're running low on certain colors.
They really flew at Vermont.
They did. And then we also have a tote bag version, If You Knit You Know. And this is a nice, sturdy tote, very tall for all of your skeins you need to purchase. And so
It's very cute.
Cute little book bag. And then
our
of course,
yarn unique to Rhinebeck. Oh, we're doing it again. It's just, when it works, it works. Cider Doughnuts will be back. Look at that.
It will.
We've got Cider Doughnuts available only at Rhinebeck. If there's any left over, we'll make it available when we get back.
We'll have some online. We'll save you a skein, but not too many.
Yeah. So come to Rhinebeck and get your Cider Doughnuts.
Yes.
Such a great colorway.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all the news.
Well, we got to talk knit along. You forgot your knitting.
I didn't forget it. I chose not to bring it.
Why? We're doing a knit along.
Because I've made no progress in the last couple of weeks.
Why is that?
I just felt too preoccupied.
So remind folks where you're at.
I have
Describe
5
it
inches,
as if it was in
I
front
have
of you.
5 inches left on one sleeve, and then I'll be done.
Of the second sleeve.
And then I have to do some serious blocking.
Okay. Why serious blocking?
I've tried it on. I know it fits. It could be that some of it I was carrying a little too tightly, so I just want to make certain it all lies flat.
I'm worried about that with the color work as well. Well, I'm hustling because I still have a whole sleeve left to go, but just on this Millcast, I started the cuff, the ribbing on the cuff.
Yep.
So I expect by the end of Maeve's swim lesson today, this cuff will be done, and then I've got a business class tomorrow, and Maeve's home from school, so I will maybe put her in a movie while I do some knitting because I'm on. And again, I said my folks are visiting, so I should have some more free hands to catch up. But I'm just sort of planning out when is all the time I could possibly be knitting because the sleeve knits up faster than the body, but it's taking me a while
because I'm going to be on an airplane and waiting around in an airport. I'm going to have no trouble finishing up.
Okay, so
yeah, it'll be good.
We're on crunch time. In worst case, it won't be blocked, but it will be. I think it'll be wearable. I could put a cord in it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping not to show up with one sleeve to here, though.
It
you
could
know
happen.
what I mean?
It could happen. There were some folks in
and
Vermont
that's
that
fine.
did that.
If you do that, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
More power to you.
Just a reminder, 1 o'clock on Saturday in Rhinebeck, if you're wearing your Florence sweater or not, just come on by. We'll be on, as they say, the hill on Saturday at 1 o'clock, and that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Any other news?
Well, remind folks we got New England 2 weeks after that.
Fiber Festival of New England is November 1 and 2 at the Big E on November 1 and 2. Yeah, West Springfield, Massachusetts.
And then we're done with festivals for the
And we're
year.
gonna take a little bit of a break, which will be great.
It'll be great. It's great either way. So anyways, really excited to see folks. I think it's supposed to be kind of rainy, but we'll see.
I find that the weather doesn't seem to get in the way.
Of Rhinebeck?
Yeah, of
Well, we'll
shoppers,
be at
of
least-
fiber people.
Yeah, that's true. They're a pretty determined bunch.
Yes.
All right. See you soon.
You got news?
Oh, yeah, I do have news. Thank you. I forgot.
Listen to her. Yeah, I got some news.
Well,
Hey, come on. This is exciting.
yeah, it is exciting. I wanted to officially announce on the Millcast that yes, I am pregnant. I'm expecting a third child in March. Thankfully, not twins. We wanted to have a third kid. We're excited, but yeah,
That's great.
I've been feeling a little bit better, but this has definitely been the roughest pregnancy for me. So it's been, yeah, just sort of hanging in there. The festival last weekend was really rough, but thankfully I had you and Todd there to,
Yeah,
and Leah.
we got you covered.
Yeah.
We got you covered.
Yeah, so if you see me at Rhinebeck sitting by myself and taking deep breaths.
Slumped over.
Yeah. I'm in my second trimester, but I was still threw up this week, so there you go.
This too shall pass.
Yeah, I know. It will. It will. Baby seems healthy, so that's great. We have our 20-week ultrasound at the end of the month, so
All good.
all good. We're not
right.
finding out the sex, so I'm not going to be able to tell you either.
There you go. All right, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Hopefully in New York.
Okay, so we were on our way to a meeting, and I remembered we had one more important thing to share with everybody.
What's that?
We're doing a retreat next year.
Oh, we are?
We are. So the tickets are not available now. Don't freak out.
Yep.
But we wanted to give you plenty of notice so you
Yeah.
can make your plans. So
July 17th,
Through the
18th, and
19th.
19th.
next
Yeah,
year.
next year.
Same format as last year, and the details are on the website now. We are going to launch the tickets in 2 weeks. So that's going to be, the 28th, I believe?
I don't know.
Anyways,
Get that
you'll have
newsletter, check it. Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. We will let people know all over the internet in between now and then so you can make your plans.
Yeah.
And one thing I do want to call out, we have a few shared rooms. They're called double rooms on the website. Twins and queens. The tickets this year are combined. So if you want to share the room with somebody, one of you figure out who wants to put the payment into the website, and you'll be responsible for that. But it comes with 2 retreat admissions. So just so you know, if that looks confusing or those rooms look really expensive, it's because it's for 2 people.
Yeah.
And if you want a single room and you want to bring your husband, wife, partner, whatever to share your bed, there is an additional, I think it's called a shared bed spot. So you would purchase your single room and that. All right, we'll
Got
tell
it.
you more about it next
More to
week.
come.